What's up, guys? Tristan Haggard here from PrimalEdgeHealth.com, and quick little video, kind of a follow-up to the last video, which was titled, I believe, How Much Fat Should I Eat on a Ketogenic Diet? This one's going to be called, What are the best fat sources on a ketogenic diet? So, of course, there's going to be differences for everybody. People have different tastes, people have different preferences, people have different access to different foods in their area, as well as like genetic predispositions to enjoying different types of fats. So I'm going to go ahead and just talk about my favorite fat sources on a ketogenic diet and the ones that I tend to recommend when we're coaching clients. These are the fat sources that are very versatile, delicious, and nutritious. So I'm going to start off with probably the number one fat source that everybody talks about on a ketogenic diet for good reason, and that's coconut oil. Coconut oil is loaded with medium chain triglycerides, which are almost immediately turned into energy. So coconut oil is great. It's got anti-inflammatory, antibacterial properties, just an incredible food source. The coconut in general as a source of nutrition is amazing. So coconut oil, great source of fats on a keto diet. Really versatile, a lot of things you can do with it. It's really good for skincare, all kinds of other things. So coconut oil. The next one I would say would be MCT oil. Now MCT oil is a more refined coconut oil. I don't use it very often. I don't use it at all right now. But especially in the beginning, it can be helpful for people because MCTs are immediately converted into ketones and energy. So MCT oil is something you might want to be careful with. You want to ease into it slow. You don't want to just take a tablespoon down the first time. Maybe start with like a teaspoon and work your way up slowly because it can make you empty your bowels. So you don't want stomach discomfort. You don't want to be dancing with the toilet for several hours. Ease into that MCT oil. Coconut oil shouldn't give you any issues like that. That's why I usually recommend coconut oil over MCT oil. But MCTs can be very beneficial to a lot of people, especially those who are trying to do a ketogenic diet for medical reasons, who need to elevate their ketones. MCT oil can be very helpful. Next, and probably my favorite source, especially here, is grass-fed butter. Grass-fed butter and grass-fed cream, grass-fed heavy cream. I love that stuff. Eat grass-fed butter, grass-fed cream pretty much every day, with sometimes several times a day. So those are kind of my staples, the grass-fed butter and cream. Now the reason I say grass-fed is because I'm not even going to get into the nutritional reasons. I mean, a lot of people say that grass-fed butter has a far more favorable fatty acid profile. I would say that that's highly likely, although it is disputed. But that part of it doesn't even matter to me. Push that one aside. That argument don't matter. The reason I prefer grass-fed butter, grass-fed cream, is because that's the economy that I like to support. I like to support local foods. I like to support foods that are grown ethically, foods that are not shot up with hormones, shot up with steroid hormones, and antibiotics. So I don't want to eat that. I don't want to put that in my body. They call it conventionally raised, conventional agriculture, but it's not conventional. This is a new phenomenon. Using chelating agents like glyphosate on the soil, which is a natural antibiotic, anti-life, destroys the beneficial organisms in the soil, destroys the heritage of our foods by creating these monocrop monopolies. So I'm not about supporting Monsanto. I'm not into this whole Monsanto cronyism. If you don't care, if you're into the GMO fed, the GMO corn fed cows, that's fine. I'm just saying why I prefer grass fed, why I feed that to my family, because I like to support the economy that I want to see push forward into the future. I like to support things that I want to see expand. I put my energy into things that I want to see expand. So that's what I'm all about. The grass-fed, organic, free-range, that's what I'm into. That's what I put in my body. That's what I give to my daughter. That's what I like. So far, coconut oil, MCT oil, then grass-fed butter, grass-fed cream. It's hard, that finger. The next one, my next favorite, and I'm kind of torn between a few, but I'm going to go ahead and throw avocado out there. Avocado's delicious, very versatile. Love avocado. I'm a Southern California boy. Grew up in Southern California, San Diego, eating delicious Mexican food, eating Lola's in Carlsbad. These Carlsbad rats. Remember Lola's? Probably still open. Same ladies probably still working there. I bet they'd remember me too. Sweetest little ladies. But yeah, avocado, always dear to my heart. I love Mexican food, and I love avocados. So next one, another kind of ethnic food, olive oil. If you like Mediterranean foods, if you're Italian, you love olive oil. I also love olive oil. So unfortunately, I'm not able to source very good olive oil here. Most of it just tastes rancid, the stuff you find in Ecuador. And they found that a lot of olive oil on the shelves is not really olive oil as well. So I would prefer to support high quality organic olive oil companies who are ethical and actually put olive oil in the bottles. So yeah, careful on your source, but olive oil is an awesome source of fats. Another one that comes to mind is macadamia nut oil. Macadamia nuts are amazing. Great fatty acid profile on macadamia nut oil. Really delicious. So yeah, what do we got here? We got coconut oil, MCT oil, grass-fed butter, grass-fed cream. Ooh, forgot this one. Tallow. Tallow is a rendered fat from beef. Delicious, amazing. Jessica makes a whole bunch of it. You can actually, if you go to your butcher, a lot of the times you can get the fat. They call it the suet. Here it's called sebo. But the suet is the fat that's around the organs, especially the kidneys. So you get this, you render it into tallow, you melt it down, you strain it out, and that's beef tallow. Stuff is incredible. The only thing that I don't like about tallow is a pain in the butt to wash dishes after you use it. It's really thick. It's at room temperature, it's very hard and stable. So yeah, tallow is awesome. Let's see, coconut oil, MCT oil, grass-fed butter, grass-fed cream, grass-fed tallow, macadamia nut oil, olive oil, and avocado. That's 8 fat sources right there. I'm sure I'm forgetting all kinds. You guys should comment down below if I'm forgetting anything. What are your favorite fat sources? What are the ones I'm missing? What am I missing out on here in Ecuador? And yeah, what are your favorite sources of fat on a ketogenic diet? So yep, you can find me at www.primaledgehealth.com. If you want coaching, you can hit us up on the coaching forum at www.primaledgehealth.com/coaching. We've got 3 slots that I'm opening up this month for clients. It's been a really exciting last few months coaching clients, and we really love it, and I want to make more time to do it. So yeah, I'm going to open up 3 slots. Got 3 spaces for more clients this month. It should be a fun month. Enjoy your day. Treat every moment like it's your last. Treat every encounter like it's the last you will have with your loved ones, with the people around you. And yeah, keep pushing forward. Don't look back. Peace.